So CK, after 9,000 kilometers, I'm sure by now you're quite clear on what you like and what you don't like, or what you could improve on this motorcycle. What are your top 3 gripes and top 3 likes? CK, how many kilometers?
You've been straight to the point.
Why might as well.
Good day, internet. So yes.
How many kilometers?
So I've clocked in 9,500.
9,100 on me.
Good.
So does it qualify for a ownership review?
I definitely think yes.
Okay. I bought it in November 2020. What about you?
November 2020. I think I picked it up in June 2021, June or July. Heavily inspired by you, and thanks to you. Because when I bought the bike, my primary use case was more into off-road riding with you. But then a switch in my professional career meant that I had to take the motorcycle for the daily commute. And this has been fantastic. It replaced my Interceptor 650.
I replaced my Himalayan with this. Once I got the V-Strom, I wanted something lighter, far lighter, to do something different, what I cannot do on the V-Strom. And the Himalayan was doing that quite well. Then that off-road bug bit, seriously bit. So once that bug bit, I found the Himalayan too heavy, cumbersome for me to handle. And there are people who can handle it like a toy. I am only relating it to my capability and my skill level. I found that too heavy, too sluggish, and it gets, I used to frequently get it bogged down in loose soil, and it takes 2 people to pull it out. The more I enjoyed dirt riding, I realized I need something much lighter. Then I bought
the Xpulse.
I was looking at it from the carburetor time. Then they came with the FI, and finally, I was sold on the FI. I am enjoying this motorcycle more with every kilometer on it. I am still discovering what all it can do and what all I can do on it.
So how's your experience been, your maintenance part of it?
It's 170 rupees, 4 times I have paid. So 2 times with oil, 700 rupees, and the other 2 times without oil, 175 rupees. So less than 2,000 rupees. It will be 2 years in 2 months' time.
Wow.
So
nothing comes close to this.
Can't beat that. Nothing comes close. And that gives extra money to invest on other stuff, which I have done. We will come to the modifications. How has your ownership expense chart been?
So this bike has seen engine oil change only thrice. The first one I did it more proactively at the 1,000 kilometer mark. Even though the company guys were not willing to do it, I went in and had it replaced. And next change was at 3,500 because I was not quite happy with the oil that was given in from the factory or by the showroom guys. So they put in your semi-synthetic, and basis your inputs and the feedback, I upgraded to the MotorX synthetic oil, the fully synthetic. And from 3,500 to 9,500, 6,000 kilometers, I've never felt the need to change the oil. So it means that the bike's gone in for 4 services, and in each of those 4 services I've spent like 150 to 170 rupees. 1 oil change or 2 oil changes, they come in at 700 plus 700.
This engine is a bit clunky, prone to clatter, makes a lot of noise, especially under hard acceleration at high RPM. It's quiet when it is cold. On a hot day, it becomes very noisy.
Boske, I was to say that, I usually start my office commute at 7:15, 7:30 in the morning. The weather or the temperature is still low, and the bike is a dream to ride. But on the way back, 5:30 is when I actually start heading back home, sir. I'm in time by around 6-ish, 6:30 or 7-ish. After the initial 3 or 4 kilometers, when the temperature picks up, the motorcycle behaves a bit sluggish.
Combustion clatter.
Yes, everything comes into picture. So I'm not complaining or moaning big time, but
that's a worthwhile investment. You guys can consider moving to any premium oil, not necessarily MotorX. It does make a difference, worth the investment.
Yes. 2 years, I think close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years, 9,100 kilometers.
9,100 kilometers. Did you face any major challenges with the motorcycle?
No, nothing has gone kaput on this. The only thing I had a problem was with the seat lock. It used to, it kind of got jammed. I have to work on it several times to get it open. And I did so much that I bent the key, and I had to get the spare key, and I worked on it. And yeah, that was the only thing. They fixed it. That was the only issue, which direct product issue. What about you?
Never had any challenges, no parts failing. In that perspective, the bikes held well, but then I have an issue with the build quality. I think we experienced it in Tawang.
Yeah, with the stand.
Yes.
Yeah, with the stand, both our main stands got bent out of shape.
Yes.
That was during the transportation by truck. We had put it on Gati. Gati is not to blame. I don't think they have any. It's not that they put something on it. When a motorcycle is on main stand sitting in a truck, the truck is traveling all the way from Bangalore to Guwahati to Bangalore. It's going to keep doing this on the main stand, and the stand kept going
forward, yeah,
backward inside, and it kind of bent, folded up.
We had 2 more Himalayans with us, and nothing happened to it.
Yeah, their stands didn't happen. That is why Royal Enfield, the Himalayan weighs about 40 kilos more than the Xpulse. So, we lost both the stands. They replaced it under warranty at Guwahati. The Hero dealer was kind enough to do that. However, the problem was more than just the stand. The stopper plate that had got bent, so the stand, even a new stand, was not holding. We managed the trip.
Yes.
We came back here, went to Sai Hero in Banashankari. They replaced the stand again under warranty and did some work on the frame, and now it's perfectly okay. It probably is a problem on the Xpulse. I have heard 1 or 2 more people also complain of the stand, main stand folding during transport. Constant hammering probably bent it. Anyway, so that's coming back. That's the only thing, and it was replaced under warranty, so I didn't spend anything on that either.
Okay. Yeah, I bought it because I was not quite sure how well the company guys would do the welding part, so I took it to a trusted neighborhood garage, got it done, and I ended up spending around 300 rupees.
For 9,000 kilometers, around 3,000 rupees.
Yeah, possibly, yes.
I spent around 2,000 rupees or 3,000. So that way, no problems.
Yes.
Reliable. Runs like a clock.
Yes.
You hardly spend anything, and it has left over some money for me to invest in other things on the motorcycle.
That's a very good way to look at it. And what's your consumption? What's your average consumption?
I have not checked in a long time. I think it was around 41 or 42.
Yeah.
Because the way I use the motorcycle, it's very varied. Probably in 2nd gear, 3rd gear, doing all those little dirt roads, off roads. On the highway, it is
I've seen you
wringing its neck. So I don't think it can actually give a reasonable mileage. You probably use it in the city. What are you getting? What mileage are you getting?
So in the city, for me, it gives me anywhere from 38 to 42.
Yeah, 40 is something we can expect under regular usage, city commute in Bangalore.
In Bangalore,
so in cities where traffic is less and better, probably another 3-4 kilometers per liter, easy. So on that, it's a fantastic job by this motorcycle. 40 plus is unheard of. My Himalayan BS6, I push it and do all kinds of, I'll get around 21, 22. So it was a bit heavy on the pocket. So I'm enjoying this. So even in the fuel, I've saved a lot of money. On that front, it comes up to Hero.
The sheer amount of bang per buck, this comes out of top.
1.49 lakhs on road.
Yeah.
40 plus kilometers per liter. Nothing has gone on it.
Yes.
If I hadn't put that motorcycle on the truck, I wouldn't even have had to change the main stand.
Same here.
Spent around 3,000 rupees for 9,000 kilometers. So that's about a third of a rupee for every
33 paisa per kilometer.
So CK, 9,000 kilometers would have given a clearer picture of what's good, what's not so good, what you like, what you didn't like, and what could be improved. So shoot.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to spend much time speaking on the engine, on the performance. It's adequate in the city, but on the highway, if you have the patience of spending all day at 80, 90, and even the way it gets to 80, 90, if you're happy with it, that's about it. But therein, I had a few challenges. Basically, the handlebar was a bit low for me, and I had to lunge a bit forward to, have a decent composure. The other dislikes, the seat. Initially, the seat was good, but therein, after some time, close to 6 to 7 months of me on the motorcycle, I find it a bit much more softer now compared to what it was new.
Softer meaning you go down all the way to the plate.
Yes, it goes down. I can easily feel it. I think the headlights are a scam. I wouldn't even say a sham. It's a scam to call it as a headlight.
It's a light.
Yeah, possibly we'll just say it's a light and not a headlight. I think these three is what I would like to call out as major dislikes. Likes, the suspension. It's like you're sitting on a magic carpet. You know there's a ditch in, but
and you don't want to know. You keep going.
Yes, exactly. That's what I do. At least in the initial days when I was trying to understand the bike, I would stand up and then go through the ditch because I was confident of the suspension and things around that bit. But off late, I've been lazy to even lift my butt off because it doesn't make any difference to it. You just go right in. Speed breakers, no, yeah, it's like just another part and you go through it. So the suspension is like amazing on the motorcycle. One more dislike that I would actually want to call out is the lack of places where you can put fasten your bungee cords.
Yeah, luggage, to tie down the luggage.
Yeah, it doesn't have that much of tie points in this.
You got a stylish looking rear rack, but it's only stylish.
Yeah, it's only stylish.
It's useless.
Yes, I would say it's more form over functionality.
Yeah.
So they've lost out big time on that. These are my likes and dislikes.
I have a similar list. The handlebar was a bit too low, so I replaced it with an aluminium handlebar, which is much taller. I feel much better on it. I had to change the clutch cable. I put in a Thunderbird.
You and Royal Enfield, inseparable.
we have some connect is there, right? So it works fine. The clutch is light. Handlebar was not great, so I had to change the handlebar. Seat was awful. You see, I went to the rally seat. So this has got a lot of foam, so it doesn't compress all the way to the seat plate. So this is very comfortable. Plus, I'm able to move.
Yeah, I've seen you slide around the seat.
So it can change the pressure points on my big backside. On the stock seat, it's a U.
It's like a well here.
So it's difficult to move away from a fixed point. So I didn't like the seat, so I changed the seat. Engine power, yes, we want a little more, but I can learn to live with that. I have learned to live with that. Then, lack of tie points to tie it. Yeah, so that's a big letdown on this motorcycle. Another problem or a gripe I have is the stock exhaust. It's big. Yeah, to comply with the emission norms. It's nice, high exhaust and all that. I cannot put a saddlebag on it.
Yes.
I cannot put my giant loop bag on it. It just sticks out too much.
Yes.
Either they could have made it slim and leave it here, or bring it down slightly like the Himalayan.
Yeah.
So that would have solved a lot of problems. Some aftermarket people have come up with some very ugly looking stays. Yeah, one is about 5 inches from the center line. The other one is about 15 inches from the center line. What I like is the weight, the lightweight. I absolutely love it. It's so flickable. After riding this motorcycle, anything else feels heavy. So the weight, the suspension. No road is intimidating, no bump, unexpected pothole or any kind of broken thing on the road. No panic.
Yeah.
Gently roll off and let it roll over. So suspension and the weight. Yeah, these are the things which I like and some of the things which I don't like. And I think we have done some things to address some of those issues. We have done some things to overcome the pain, those pain points you mentioned.
Yeah.
So why don't you share and let us know what you have done.
One of the things that I've done is basically these handlebar risers. These are part of the rally kit and they sell it at the showroom. For the scam that I said, I put on these Mad Dog ones. For me, it was more like, the speeds that I get on. I think 80, 90, these fog lights are good enough. They're decent. For the luggage, I put up a top plate. So since I do it and now with the rainy season on, so I need something that can carry my rain kit. I don't want to put it in my laptop bag all the time. So this serves me well. And I put up water bottle that's more for my luxury for this and the bark busters. And an interesting adaptation that I've done is using this gear rubber. Now, if you look at it, the stock gear rubber, it doesn't have this underneath thing.
Yeah, it's
just round.
It's a big contact area now.
Yeah, so
okay.
widen
Probably
the
helps your
contact
leather
area.
shoe.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are some straps there.
Yeah, these
Luggage.
straps are for the luggage. I use the Viaterra pods. I have both the 22 liter and the 12 liter. This one fits in and I'm just about it, because in the highway I take the box off, so I don't use it. But I'm pretty sure you have an interesting list of modifications that you've done, Bosky.
Yeah.
Would you want to walk us through?
Yeah, the money I saved in fuel, in maintenance, I multiplied it by 3 and I bought a lot of accessories for this motorcycle. Let me take you through. The front mudguard is kind of drooping down, so I got it to stand up straight.
Lift its head a little bit.
Yeah, in life, things stand up straight, it's better. So I got I got this to stand.